I explain to y'all what I have. We have the kind of sequence of events if you're interested in that. I don't know what you're really interested in. I can go through the sequence of events and then you can ask questions afterwards if that's okay with y'all. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead and start rolling. Start right
So what we wanted to do was summarize tonight's activities for you. The airport authority was notified at approximately 7:49 p.m. by the FAA Air Traffic Control Tower that they had lost contact with a small single-engine aircraft. Airport police were requested to look in the last known recorded area. Emergency services from multiple agencies responded. They were notified and each one went and prosecuted a search in various areas to search for the missing aircraft. Tower reported to all parties that there were 2 souls on board. Emergency services, first responders, and Unified Command spent over 7 hours using all available resources to locate the aircraft. And I will tell you this, it was very challenging conditions from as well as weather as well as the site. At approximately 1:51 a.m., emergency crews called the command center to report that they had located the aircraft. The accident has been reported to the NTSB and the FAA officials. NTSB will be here shortly. They are en route and they will be the lead agency on the scene. As you all know, we won't speculate on anything that transpired in that aircraft or the conditions that led to the incident. All we can tell you is that there are no survivors.
The victims, were they a male, female?
Out of respect to the families, we're really not going to comment on the
You
fatality.
might not be able to say this. Can you say whether it was found on the ground or in trees? Is it a wooded area, or can you describe the area?
It is, the site is basically a wet bottom. It is a what typical South Alabama wet bottom.
Adjacent to the airport, I think you said.
It is basically between the airport and Snow Road.
What is the nearest street address or intersection?
It is deep in a swamp.
Do you have a tail number or type of aircraft?
We're not releasing any of that at this time. I can tell you that it was a type of airframe was it was a Cessna, small Cessna.
Do you know if they had a flight plan?
A flight plan was filed, yes, sir.
They were leaving Mobile?
I think they were arriving in Mobile from previous legs. I think they were on what we kind of call mercy flights or angel flights, and they had already dropped off their passenger and were coming back.
So
Turning
this
on.
was like a charity flight. Did they use an electronic locator to find them? How was the plane located?
A lot of folks in the mud. We literally created a picket line and walked the woods.
Difficult circumstance in any situation, but especially with a charity flight.
Can you name the organization they were working for?
We don't know. We really don't know. Have no idea. To be candid with you, the last 7 or so hours have just been trying to do everything we can to identify the site and look for survivors and try to do the best that we could to help.
Do you know where they were headed?
Coming home.
Oh, they were coming home to here?
So it was a pilot and someone else from Mobile.
Correct.
Okay.
They're rough ages at this point?
We have no known details.
And again, could you talk to us again about the difficulty of the search? I mean, it took first responders, it took you guys 4 or 6 hours to find that plane. I mean, that had to have been hard.
Yeah, it is a very densely wooded, swampy area. As I mentioned earlier, because of the cloud cover, we were at 200-foot ceiling for the vast majority of the search time, and it's really not safe to launch airframes or air crews into that environment. So it really turned it into a ground search activity.
Did they have to use 3-wheelers or just by foot or just...
A lot of us started out in 3-wheelers and didn't make it 25 yards. It's just too dense. It was literally walking the whole way.
And so is the site actually on the airport property or just off?
It's kind of sandwiched between ours and a large major landowner, commercial landowner adjacent to our property. It may actually be kind of bridging the 2 sites.
Do you know, what's that commercial company?
We haven't contacted them yet, so they don't know they may have this incident on their property. So we're going to hold off of that till we get a hold of them.
Any idea where, I mean, hate to mention one agency without mentioning the other, somebody who were out there who was out there, you know?
Yeah, I'll try to name them all, but I know I won't do justice. We had obviously Mobile Police and Fire Department were the largest. I mean, Mobile Fire Department had, I want to say, and I'm going to quote it wrong, over 100 people here on site. Mobile Police Department, towards the end of the evening when we needed the bodies to do the picket line, brought in at least another 50 officers, I think. A large entity of Mobile Airport Authority staff were out there, and they called in units from all over the region. And there was really no effort spared in terms of trying to get to them as quickly as possible.
And so the NTSB will take over the investigation.
They will. NTSB has jurisdiction on the site. Currently, right now, out of respect to the families and the individuals that were on the aircraft, we have our police department is cordoned off the site. We'll have officers that will stay there through the night, and then we'll have heavy equipment come in, bring a path in so that we can actually get to the site. And then when NTSB is done, then we'll deal with the remaining balance of the site.
And I guess you can give the NTSB, tell them, I guess we're looking, I imagine they'll hold a news conference or something on what they did. I don't know what that's their protocol.
Yeah.
Is this your last update for the morning?
It is. This is the last one.